Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is a continuation from where we had left, and we are going to discuss about properties of layout as I said in my previous video, and in case you haven't watched it, it is highly recommended. Let me open the same project. So guys, this is where we had left off, and let me open the properties of layout. You guys can change the width and height of the layout. By default, for horizontal layout, the height will be wrapped up and width will match parent. By this it means that it will take up the maximum available space for width and the least possible space for height. Suppose you want the width to not take the maximum space, you can go with the third option and type in any number from 0 to 999. Let me type in 100 and you will see the difference. Just make sure that you do not give any value which will overflow the screen size. You will find the same set of settings for vertical layout as well. So guys, coming back to the margin settings, it is nothing but the free space around the layout. Margin settings are with respect to some reference. For top margin, the setting is with respect to the top side and the same goes for left, right and bottom. Let me change the margin of the horizontal layout to 50 dp from all the directions. You won't see any difference at the bottom margin because there is a lot of free space. Now let me add a third horizontal layout to this, and you will see that the second layout will automatically have a margin of 50 dp, which we had set earlier. Let me change the bottom margin to 100 dp, and you will see that the third layout will go a bit more down. Another setting to change here is the padding setting. So guys, padding is for the widgets inside the layout and the components inside the widgets. For example, if you want the text inside the widget to have a space of 20 dp from all the sides, then change this setting to 20 dp. By default, this will be set to 8 dp. In this case, the text is a subcomponent of widget and the widget is a subcomponent of layout. So guys, to conclude, margin is for the space outside the widgets or the layout, and padding is for the subcomponents inside the layout or a widget. While changing the padding setting, make sure that you do not overflow, otherwise you will be seeing unexpected behavior. Orientation will change the way widgets are arranged inside the layout. By default, a horizontal layout will have horizontal orientation and a vertical layout will have vertical. Let me change this setting to vertical, and you will see that the text which were previously horizontal are now vertical. Going to the layout gravity settings, it is nothing but where you want your layout to be placed. You will be seeing these 6 options and you can choose any. Just make sure that you do not select contradicting options. For example, don't select both right and left at the same time. A horizontal layout can be moved only in horizontal direction and a vertical layout can be moved only in vertical direction using its gravity layout settings. Gravity will define the position of the widgets inside the layout. To show you this, let me add a text within this third horizontal layout. And let me move this text to the horizontal and vertical center of this layout. You can use weights when you want the layouts to be in proportion. For example, currently I am having 3 layouts, and if you want the second layout to cover twice as much space as the first one and the third layout to cover 3 times more space than the first one, so the layouts will be in the ratio of 1:2:3. Now go to the individual settings of this layout and set the weight property to 1, 2 and 3 respectively. Let me remove the margin setting from the second layout and you will get a clear picture of how you can use the weight property. There are also other properties which you can change, which are nothing but the view properties. You can change the background color of the layout. Alpha is nothing but the opacity level. If set to 1, it is fully visible and 0 refers to no visibility. If you want to increase the size of any widget, you can use the scaling property and it can be done in both X and Y direction. You can also move the widget in vertical or horizontal direction by changing its translation properties. Translation X will move it in the horizontal direction and translation y will move it in vertical direction, and these parameters can also be negative. So guys, I think I have covered almost all the properties, and in case you have any questions or doubt, please mention them in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one, which will be a continuation of this tutorial.